Hey there, Renee. Welcome back to some more Library of Ruina. I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode, and now we're jumping into almost Star of the City. We're going to do some of the abnormality fights and maybe even a realization today. We're going to focus on Yasad. You can see up here that I've got our team ready to go. Yasad, TU, the SDK, and Neville. We have Emma, Oscar, Bamboo-Headed Kim, and also we're going to try using Wang. You guys mentioned the smoke builds are very useful or very strong, and so I want to build one. And by someone's suggestion, so that's what we're gonna do. You can see here everything that we have in terms of passives. I'm gonna let you guys, you can pause and see what we've got there. But I've kind of upgraded everybody because we did have the +2 to our skill cap, so we now have 10 that we can use, and you can see here that we've got everyone going pretty strong. So not really many combat pages got updated. Mainly everyone's the same except, you know, of course, the new ones that we do here with the smoke build. So we're gonna try that and see if I can figure it out. But otherwise, we're gonna start with Yasad and the Funeral of Dead Butterflies. If you guys enjoy the episode, please let me know down below. Leave me a like, comment. You guys know the drill. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so no story right now, and of course we get this awesome background. All right, so what's the deal? We have his third arm coming out of his chest. Hand of Salvation targets the enemy with the least HP. Prioritize targets with sealed dice. Okay, so there's gonna be a sealing mechanic. If all the character's speed dice are sealed by this abnormality page effects, they become staggered. Lamentation. If there's a staggered enemy at the start of the scene, use mass attack page. All right, fair enough. So what do the minions do? Futile Fluttering. Targets the enemy with the least HP. Suppressed when the Funeral of Dead Butterflies is suppressed. So really, I just want to focus on the Funeral of Dead Butterflies, to be honest. I think that's probably the best bet. So, well, of course, we have a lot of this going on. So Inflict, Disarm, Disarm. And I think disarm is kind of the sealing mechanic there. So, okay, maybe we don't want to focus on the Funeral of Dead Butterflies right off the bat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the smoke here. We can see that we have, you know, all these. If the character has smoke, boosts the stagger damage dealt with attacks by smoke times 10%. So we do want to focus on getting that. Gain 3 smoke. Gain 4 smoke on hit. So yeah, we have that. Gain 2 smoke, restore 1 light. We don't really need to worry about restoring 1 light at the moment. So I think we're just going to do inhale smoke. Is there anything that I want to deflect with? I mean, we do want to take some of these away, but, you know, we can have Wang take that one, and then we do gain 2 smoke and then restore 1 light, so we can have, you know, pull away another one that has this, and then probably evade, so we'll say pull that away as well. Of course, that's not... Oh, wait, do these not pull away? Why are you not pulling away? This is... Oh, that's a 3. That's because I can't read. That's perfectly fine. So... I can't... Oh, yeah, that's a 3. Okay, I thought it was a 5. Gain 3 smoke. We'll just hit Funeral of Dead Butterflies because we'll have smoke at that point, so we'll just do that. And then let's go ahead and I'm gonna get all this set up real quick and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I think we've deflected all attacks and we're ready to get started. Just hit play. And did that seal one of our dice? Did that person not get to attack? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, anyway, we got a good Molinet there. Of course, Oscar's still using Singleton, aka Assad. Deflecting. Do some damage. Okay, so we're building up our smoke stacks, doing good damage there. All right, so okay, so that is one of the sealed. We got attack, and so that dice got sealed. Not great, but we can manage. Okay, so your dice got sealed as well. Oh, okay. So guiding hand, we're having a lot of attacks come through there. Honestly, I think we're... Oh no, we can't use creek. Ooh, so not enough light. But do we have anything we can... Oh wow, a lot of smoking pipes here. So we need to... I mean, we could honestly pull away some of these attacks, can't we? I mean, Wang will get hit. Deal 5 stagger damage to the target. I'll use Smoking Pipe to pull that one away, and then we'll use Smoking Pipe to pull this one away. That way we're just applying smoke stacks and not having to worry about people getting attacked. If Singleton, we'll just go ahead and... What is this attack? So this is a 3 to 8. Do we have anything to help with that? No. I mean, we could use... No, we can't. GGG is the only thing we can use here. And I'm going to go attack. I'm just going to attack you. Go and get some damage off. We do have an attack going here. We could draw 3 pages, which is going to be important for us. And I think... Is that it? Is that all we want to do? For you? Yeah, probably. And then we can just... Honestly, we can just straight up attack Funeral of Dead Butterflies. I think that's going to be the best option. I'm going to save my Sharpened Blade. So we'll restore 1 light and then use Flash of Sun Up so we have, you know... Positive light. And then we'll get some burn on you as well. So I think we'll roll with that for right now. Granted, I don't know if I should be focusing on the butterflies or not. We'll see. So Wang, whoa! No kidding with the smoke stack. So we had, I guess, a ton of smoke at times 10, and because we deflected, maybe? Was that what happened? I mean, that instantly staggered Funeral of Dead Butterflies. That's incredible. Blunt attack, inflict 1 bind and paralysis. I know we would put that on. 1 rhythm at the start of each scene. Whenever a character's rhythm makes a successful attack, a random character gains 1 rhythm, 25% chance. I think let's go with this one. We'll put that on Emma. I mean, put that on Wang as well. So Funeral of the Butterflies is staggered. We could honestly just do a ton of damage. Yeah, just throw Wang at him, and then do I want to? I'm just gonna attack Funeral of the Butterflies. I'll be honest. I would say we'd have Sharpened Blade, but it's fine. We'll just do that. We'll do Mend Weapon, so it'll boost you, and then we'll use Transpierce to do just a ton of damage. And then we use Forceful Gesture, and that's it. I don't know if that's gonna kill, but that's a lot of damage. I mean, that's just an incredible amount of damage, so we honestly might get a kill here. 84. Yeah, that's the Mend Weapon. Then we have that coming off. Okay, 18. Yeah, oh yeah. We even got to Wang. Yeah, I was about to say, we didn't get to Wang before that. Yeah, that was easy. All right. So I think what happened is, maybe I need to read Wang's attack page there. But we have 1 assistant librarian awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages, and the emotion level threshold increased level 5. So what do we have here? So deal 2 to 7 damage and 2 to 5 stagger damage against the enemy with the lowest current HP. Eternal Rest. People believed that they would become beautiful beings with small wings when they died. It is a silly story, nonsensical too. Lament. They say mourning with a huge luggage on his back had to come to be a savior to all. 2 to 4 damage against enemy with status ailment. If librarian has status ailment at the start of the scene, gain 1 to 2 strength. Does that work for Wang? Is this smoke technically a status ailment? And then we have coffin. He's carrying a coffin, a large coffin, to pay tribute to employees who have nowhere else to go. It is still too small to comfort those innocent sacrifices. On hit against enemy whose HP is 50% lower, seal 1 speed out of the target. Ooh, that could be really good. Okay. So yeah, Funeral of Dead Butterfly is really good. And it looks like we have the realization. Yet final episode of the, okay, not yet. Let's not jump in just yet. I think we have 2 spots open in Yasad's floor. I think Neville is one of the standard employees here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, if you want to be put in here, let me know. So we're gonna use, I'm just gonna, for right now, just so I know, we're gonna equip Eugen here because Eugen's incredibly strong. And then we'll honestly kind of avoid using Olga at the moment. I think Olga's starting to fall off for us. So we got Funeral of Dead Butterflies. I'm going to go, I think, let me go prepare real quick and I'll be right back. Also, excuse me for my voice just going out there. I don't know. I tried to talk and it just was not happening. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the team I want to go with the realization. So we're just going to go ahead and start it, have this available to us. I think it'd be very handy. So what do we need for the other ones like Netzek and Hod? So, okay, so technological sciences. So once we complete Yasad's, oh, and then we're going to be able to do, oh, wow. We're going to be able to go through 3 of them? 4 of literature? Because that's, yeah, that's Hod. So then we go to Netzek. And then, okay, so Tefra still has a ways to go. All right, so let's go ahead and run into Yasad's. Let's see what the story has for us. Let's read the last story. Okay. The time has come for this floor as well, Yasad. What is your progress on the compilation of the city's technologies? Okay, sizable amount.
책과 정보를 다루는 능력은 사서 중에서 예소도가
Probably the
가장
best in dealing with books
뛰어난 것 같아.
and info among the librarians, Yasad.
그런가요? 전 예전부터 다양한 정보를 관리하는 걸
Never been
좋아했습니다.
fond of managing various types of information for a long time.
난 꼼꼼하게 무언가를 정리하는 걸 정말 못하는데 말이지.
Keeping stuff neat and tidy is something I'm absolutely terrible at.
참 당당하게 말하네.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
뭐 그건 그거고.
Well, that's that.
어떤 것 같아?
You know, let's hear what you think about those technologies.
워프 열차에서 일어났던 끔찍한 일들처럼 사람들이 사용하는 기술 그 모든 것을 긍정할 수는 없습니다.
Okay, so looking at what happened to the warp train, can't view all technology in a positive light.
W사는 사람들을 고통의 시간 속에 넣어두고 현상복구 절차를 통해 기억을 없앤 뒤
Right.
그 필요성만을 뻔뻔하게 자랑했죠.
Recapping the warp train.
이렇듯 도시의 기술은 결과만 확실하게 얻을 수 있다면 그 과정을 중요히 여기지 않습니다. 마치 이 도서관 같죠.
I'm gonna be set to the library. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna fly with Angela too well.
그렇게 저는 우리가 사용하고 있는 도서관에 대해 더 분석했습니다.
Hey, conduct an initial analysis on the librarian's powers we were using.
쓸데없는 짓을 했네.
A pointless affair.
도서관의 공간은 인식에 따라 조절이 가능합니다.
Okay, so the library can change to one's perception.
심상을 반영하는 물리적인 공간이랄까요.
One's mental state is reflected on the physical space, which is how the first realization come to be. It took on Angela's physical,
그렇기에
physical, mental
도서관 안에서
base.
세상
Sure.
밖 여러 모습도 재현할 수 있는 거겠죠.
That's why various sceneries of the outside world can be recreated. Okay, I guess that explains why we see some of
책을
those
축적할수록
different
도서관은
changes.
확장됩니다.
And space expands as more books are accumulated.
도서관은 명백히 밖에서 보이는 것보다 내부가 더
Library is bigger on the
넓은
inside.
곳이겠죠. 더불어 이곳은 책의 힘을 물리적으로 구현할 수 있는
Books can be
곳입니다.
physically manifested. Yep.
초대장은 무수히 흩어진 문자들 속에서 자신이 원하는 책을 얻을 수 있도록 도와주는 나침반이자 감정을 증폭하는
The letter is a
역할을
compass and a catalyst.
이렇듯 도서관의 기술들을 나열하자면
Is that technology or is it just magic?
얼핏
To be fair.
듣기만 했는데도 굉장하다는 것을 알겠어.
I can tell that they're amazing just from what
꽤
I've heard right now.
정성 들여 만든 내 작품이니까.
These are works of art I made with care.
이 모든 기술이
So what's gonna make her
어떻게
snap here? I'm
작동하는지는
curious what's gonna make
어림잡을 수
Angela kind of lose her mind. Well, not lose her mind, but not positively fathom the inner workings of these
없어. 하지만
technologies.
다수의 특이점을 사용하고 있는 것으로 보기에도 무리가 있었습니다.
Does not appear to be on the basis of the application of multiple singularities either.
곳곳에서 사용하는 상당한 기술에 비해 사용처가 특수하고
Technology of the library
비효율적이다.
showed specific usage and limited efficiency for how advanced they
여기서
are.
모든 것을 묶어줄 하나의 가설이 생깁니다.
Where I came up with the hypothesis to explain all this.
도서관을 확장하기 위한 목표를 위해서라면
It's a miniature
도서관은 그
universe?
어떤 것도 가능한
I mean, I guess, yeah, but man, that I wasn't expecting that kind of leap.
도서관 안에서는 도서관만의
A
법칙이
small world of its
있는
own with its
세계이다.
own set of laws and principles.
제 생각이 맞습니까?
Am I correct in my speculation?
도서관에 대해서는 편한 대로
Believe what you
생각해.
want.
뭐가 되었든
We all need is results,
결과만
isn't that
보면
right?
그만일 텐데.
아니요. 제 생각은 다릅니다.
I don't agree with that notion. Oh boy.
엔젤라. 상응하는 대가를 고려하지 않은 채
There's no technology in this world that does
그래서
not come at a
사용할 수 있는
corresponding
기술은
price.
없습니다.
대가? 언제부터 느긋하게 대가를 따져가며
That's what
일을
kind of gets you annoyed is the price of it? Okay.
네가 이곳에서 해야 할 일은
work
도시의
is studying
기술에 관한
categories, books, and
책과
knowledge
지식을
related to these
파악하고
technologies.
분류하는 거야.
분명 제게 주어진 건 기술과학 분야의 책을 규칙에 따라 정리하는
Okay.
것뿐입니다. 하지만 부여받은 원칙에 얽매여 그 이상을 보지 못한다면 그것이야말로
If we bind ourselves to the principles given to us and fail to see beyond, that would be a contradiction on itself.
넌 원칙을 벗어날 수 있기라도 했어.
Must be nice to you.
좋았겠어.
Must be nice being you, being able to break free from the rules. Oh.
안젤라?
So this is what makes her snap? Okay, alright, sure.
알 수 없는 명령들만 받았다.
Oh, here we are, back to the CRTV.
그리고 거부할 수 없었다.
Received orders that I couldn't understand
왜
nor refuse.
이렇게까지 해서
I mean, I guess so, the
에너지를
rules and
모아놨죠?
breaking from the rules and stuff like that. And I was like, no, I couldn't break from the rules. How's that fair for me? Alright, is it necessary to go for the collect energy? And then, okay, A.
그렇죠. 전 따라야만
We're supposed to follow
하는
your
거죠.
orders without question.
로보토미 코퍼레이션. 인간으로부터 비롯한 환상체라는 괴물들을 관리하여 에너지를 추출하는
Supplying the city with energy,
에너지
extract from
회사이자
abnormalities.
날개.
Creatures originating from humans. Loop number 0. Oh boy, help me, weird things are crawling all over my body. Oh, would that just be Spider-Bud?
저 사람을 도와줄 수 없어.
Am I not allowed to help that person? But they seem to be in so much
저렇게
pain.
고통스러워하는데 난 차마 못 보겠어.
I can't watch this anymore. Loop 29. Oh, but you watched it so many more times. Please shut the door. They're coming, please.
지금이라면 복도의 문을 닫아줄 수 있을
I could save those
텐데.
employees if I did.
이래야만 하는 거구나.
This is what I must do.
나에게 부여한 원칙.
The principles I must follow.
에너지 생산을 최우선으로.
Prioritize energy production over all else. Number
이
287.
반복 속에서 사람들은 단순히 재료일 뿐인
Are humans
건가요?
nothing more than ingredients to you in this ever-repeating play?
사람들을 구하기 위해서라면서요.
Thought you wanted to save humanity.
대가인 건가요?
It is a price that must be paid.
지옥으로부터 벗어나기 위한 표값인
The price you
거겠죠.
ought to pay for a ticket to escape from this hell. Loop number 3217. Oh boy, it's melting. Is that melting love?
어쩔 수 없어요.
I can't help you. I'm sorry. All I can do is watch. 18,231. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
조금만 더 힘내주세요. 에너지 정제 목표치에
Please only go for a little longer. You can make it. We've almost reached the energy refinement quota. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Loop number 42,484. A senior killed one of my colleagues yesterday. I'm scared I might end up killing another coworker today. It's all my fault. There's several abnormalities that could have caused that.
인간은 참 연약하네.
Humans are such fragile creatures.
같은 상황이어도 늘
They
다른
make
표정을
different
짓지.
faces, even in the same kinds of situations. Boop number 71,527.
이런 지옥은
And the trumpet music. Is this first trumpet? I think this is first trumpet. Tell me I can't stand this hell anymore.
당신도 결국 인간일
You were just
뿐이죠.
another human after all.
제가 볼 때는
This is all but a
시시한
plain
광경인데
and boring
말이에요.
sight to me. Let's
무대를
restart the
다시
stage then.
시작하도록 하죠.
Oh boy.
이 이상에 도달하기 위해 만든
And there's
새로운
poor
화살.
Angela. That kind of makes me feel bad. A new delusion created in order to reach the
감정이
ideal.
강렬할수록
The fuel whose
더욱
extraction is
추출되는
stimulated
열려.
by intense emotions.
그렇기에 고통이 반복되는
Hell of
지옥,
perpetual suffering.
깨닫지 못한 자들이 반복하는
Hmm.
연옥. 다시 처음부터
A
시작할
heaven
수
where
있는
one can try again from the beginning.
반복 속에서 하나의 완벽한 깨달음에 도달했을 때, 그 후 깨달음을 사람들에게 전파한다.
Okay.
난 무대 뒤에
I am a
기대지 않지.
machination behind the stage.
무대가 대본을 따라가도록 조율만 하면 될 뿐.
Yep. So she's, I mean, God, but still, I get it. I mean, this game helps you understand truly what Angela had to go through. I mean, that's what the whole game, I think, is about, is, you know, what happened to Angela during this time.
거겠지.
Perhaps as I was paying the price, not them.
그렇게 이성적으로 생각해서
So
도달한
this
곳이
is where your oh so rational
거야.
thoughts led you.
그럴듯한 말을 할 거면 제대로 행동으로도 보였어야지.
If you were going to lecture me, you should have demonstrated yourself first. You're all standing before me because you were all bark and no bite.
대가?
Price? Who do you think paid that
대가를 누가
price?
치렀는데?
Do you really
너희가
think it was
대가를
you?
치른 것 같아?
I mean, everyone paid a price. Like, you know, like I get that you had the worst, but everyone else had their own problems too.
웃기지 마.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
너희가 치렀어야
So yep, she's gonna take on the
내가 다
realization of the
치렀어.
abnormalities. All right, nonsense. It was me. I paid all the dues you should have.
상황이
We're in a bad spot, aren't we?
돌아가는 거 맞-
예.
Yes, the library appears to be resonating with Angela's mental state.
전처럼 모습이 바뀌는 건가?
She's shifting like last time.
골치 아팠는데
That was a pain in the ass to deal with. I like how nonchalant he is.
같을 겁니다.
You're mostly right, though. I would not exactly be the same as before.
그러고 보니
Good point.
그땐 저런 모습이 아니었지.
Back then, she looked a little bit different from that there. Let's prepare ourselves. We won't wait for us all day. I love how casual they are about it. It's like, okay, let's just fight her and get it over with. She's kind of lost sense. Let's go knock her out of it. Oh, I love it. All right, anyway. All right, so we got some 2 speed die. Let's see what Angel's got here. All right, so corrosion. Move to next phase after, yep, HP, same stuff. Speed die, same stuff. Metallic ringing. Inflict 2 bind and paralysis on successful blunt attack. Restore 1 light upon defeating an enemy. All right, fair enough. Fear. All dice lose 4 damage when the character has a status effect. And then ends, begins, ends. After fear is activated 2 times, use a powerful single target combat page. All right, cool. I think we can easily deal with this. This is not going to be too bad, at least in my opinion. We just need a pretty high defensive die here, which I don't know if we have exactly. I mean, we could. What is this? 6 to 12. Both are 6 to 12. Ooh, actually, do we have something to do with this? I mean, we have Riposte, which is 3 to 7. We do have Wang, which is, yeah. I mean, honestly, deep drag to pull one of these away for sure. Smoking pipe. I mean, honestly. Well, we don't want Wayne to get in too much trouble. We want to kind of keep everyone around. But I don't know of another page that we have. I mean, we could use Emma. That's 3 to 8. Yeah, let's use Forceful Gesture here. So Emma and Wang, that's gonna be our next ones. Let's just go ahead and set up everything. Molinet is not really used here. I could use Sharpened Blade just to do a bunch of damage. So we use Sharpened Blade. We'll use. I'll use Flash of Sun, but we'll save Molinet because I think we're gonna get through this phase relatively quickly. We're not using Emma yet. Let's just go ahead and. We're not using Mid Weapon either. We won't use that. Let's go ahead and draw 3 pages just so we have options to us. We won't use that speed die. We could use Riposte, but I'm not going to. We do have a 6, so let's just go ahead and use Flashing Strike. And then we'll use... do we have any... Yeah, let's Overcome Crisis to draw 1 page and then Restore Light. And then let's use Wang and Emma here. So we have Forceful Gesture on 1. And then we have Deep Drag on the other. Okay, so that is our setup. Let's go ahead and hit play. And get through this fight. I don't think we're going to be able to easily get through this. Yeah, so we had 1 go through. That's okay. Not too worried about it. We should be able... Yeah, max damage, man. Wang is going to be a very, very important inclusion to the teams moving forward. I think I can see Olga being replaced by Wang pretty quickly. All right, so did that cause us... We have some smoke on there. Did that cause the high value page? So we have the metallic ringing, which Molinet could get through. Maybe. But we don't have a way to boost it up, which is unfortunate because everyone didn't restore their light enough. We haven't got to that stage yet. So I am going to use Molinet here, but let's go ahead and set up everyone's pages. So we, honestly, we might be able to stagger Angela. So Angela is at 1. So like we can use Forceful Gesture. No, we can't. Let's use Puppet Blockade to restore some life. Actually, do we have GGG? Yeah, let's restore 2 light there. We can't use Molinet. We can just draw the sword and flash the sun up. So let's just use that. I think we should be able to get a stagger here if I'm thinking correctly. Sparking Spear, we have 1. So let's go ahead and do anything that is going to restore light. We don't need to recover HP yet. We'll just use Weight Up. I hate using smaller things, but that's all we can do. We're gonna call this a weight because we're gonna stagger. Next page, I think. We do have Smoke, and honestly, I might use that here. Yeah, we might use Trace of Fumes because that'll inflict smoke, and then honestly, we're doing pretty good on that, so I think honestly Wang will be able to handle that no problem. I'm gonna use a Molinet. No, not a Molinet. What do we have that we can use here? Though it's gonna be, I mean, Riposte, honestly. Let's just add Riposte. And then we'll do an Overcome Crisis. And then, like I said, I want one of these Trace Fumes. I'm gonna pull that one away. And I think at this point, we're A-okay. I think if Wang goes first and does that damage, I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna hit play. Very good, very good. Okay, so we're at 34, 30. Wang's getting through. Perfect. Max damage, 27. Not enough stagger damage, but that's okay. So one attack is definitely gonna get through for sure. Ooh, max damage. Oh, that was a bad choice. I don't think we're gonna stagger either. So we're probably gonna see that very, very high attack page. Not yet. Okay. I got a little greedy with not thinking we're thinking we have enough damage to do, but that's fine. We'll use GGG here. We have 4 and a 2. I'm gonna use Puppet Blockade, just get some of that back. Good. Molinet. Yeah, I think we can use a Molinet here. If we have someone that can use it. We can. And we boost our slash dice, that's fine. Smoking Pipe. I think I'm honestly just gonna do Deep Drag again. Put it there, we won't pull away. Oh, but we can't pull that away because it's the only one that can pull away is no one can pull away. So I mean, Deep Drag will help us get through this one, I think. So we'll use Deep Drag there. And I think I'll use Repressed Flesh on this one because no, we can't pull that one either. Man, that's unfortunate. All right, we'll just use Forceful Gesture and hopefully break. Honestly, like Oscar. If Singleton all dice gain, yeah, let's just do a bunch of damage. Let's try to kill here. And then what was the one I was doing? Was it GGG? Yeah. Let's do that. Forceful Gesture. No, GGG, that one. And then we'll just use Draw the Sword, Flash the Sun up. And then make sure we put this back because I keep forgetting. All right, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Wang is in trouble, but I can't pull that away. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna use Wang for this one. Do we just want to use an evade die then and a block die? I think I'm gonna use an evade die and block die here because we can't have anyone that really pulls that attack away. But we do have some extra. We can use Deep Drag anyway, so we'll put Deep Drag there and have Wang block that because that's a better use of our dice there. Deflected that. Max damage, that's okay. Wang took a little bit of damage there. Okay, and then we have Stagger, good. And then Angela's down to 1. All right, perfect. All right. Well, I don't think this went exactly how I wanted it to. I don't think we have any abnormality pages that are going to help us heal in this fight either. It's simply overkill, but it's fine. All right, so what are we going to pick here? So we have Metallic Ring. Upon successful blunt attack, inflict 1 bind of paralysis. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna say Metallic Ring, and I'm gonna put that on Emma. Emma has a lot more blunt attacks over time. All right, so we have a new one here. Let's go ahead and read. Erosion, we already know that. Fully charged, use mass attack page if the character has 4 or more light. If the character has not used the mass attack page for 3 scenes, change its cost to 0 and use it. Repetitive pattern, recognition, MK2. After dealing 10 or higher total damage with a combat page, restore 1 might. Speed 2, speed dice plus 2. Okay. And these guys, I think they're just, yeah, repetitive pattern, recognition, dealing 10, restore light. All right, cool. Easy enough. So what is the play here? Do we focus on Angela or do we take out the small ones too? Oh boy. The Repressed Flesh has got a counter die. And that counter die is going to carry over to these other attacks, so I think I'm okay with that. I will use GGG, though, in order to restore some life. And, oh, these are 9 to 9, 1 to 4. Do I want to pull that block away, die away, and just... Okay, so we say that. Molinet. Do we have... No, we have Inhale Smoke. We don't really have anything that... Oh, no, we do have Deep Drag, so we can use Deep Drag here. But we can't pull it away, of course not. You rolled all ones. That's super helpful for us. So many 6s. We do have Boundary of Death. We could use that against Angela for sure. We do have Transpierce, so we could pull this one away. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Of course, we don't have enough light. Why not? 4 to 7. Those are all evade. I'm not gonna even worry about the evade die, to be honest. I mean, I know they kind of carry over, but we can restore some HP. We don't need to. I think I'm just gonna do all dice gain 1 power. And we should be okay pulling away this die here. Molinet. I mean, Molinet will be better here, but do we have a Molinet down here? No, we don't. Man, that's unfortunate. I think we use a Sharpened Blade. 9 to... okay. What do we do? We have Deep Drag. We do know this one is attacking, so we can at least use Deep Drag here. Okay, perfect. We'll do that. And then we'll do Smoking Pipe, gain 2 smoke, and restore light. Can I pull this away? No, I can't pull away anything. So I'm just gonna use this to gain light. I'm just gonna use it there, sure, why not? So what do we do here? Angel's attacking with a Evade die, so we don't need to worry about that. Molinet. Or I should do Sharpened Blade and Flash the Sun up. So we're gonna say that, and then Flash the Sun up on Angela. Yeah, that's what I'll do, and then we'll ignore the Evade die. Alright, cool. Oh boy. Let's go see how well this rolls. Deflect, good. Go, man, good. Went straight to that. We got some paralysis bind, and we hit the Boundary of Death. Let's go. All right, so got good stuff there. Lots of damage. Block that. Do a ton of damage. Oh, that was such a good round. Good stuff all around from everyone. Yep, Wang went through all that. Good. Stagger that one. All right, so we have one bot that's staggered. Good. Deflect your dice there, your evade die. Deflect that one and then go through that. Perfect, man. Good stuff. All right. So let's see what we have. I don't think I want to use Rhythm, to be honest. Lament, deal 2 to 4 damage against an enemy with a status ailment. Librarian has a status ailment at the start of the scene. Gain 1 to 2 strength. So my question is Smoke... I guess we can do some testing here. Every 3 clash wins, restore 1 light and gain 1 to 2 haste. I mean, that could be good. I'm going to try this against Wang, because I want to see if that's a status ailment. I think it is, because it technically counts on him. And I think this is technically a status. All right, so... what is going on here? So we have 9 to 9 again. We have that. So we have some evade die going on. Have 2 evade die going on. Angel didn't have any light, which is great for us. We have Forceful Gesture to block one of these attacks, and I'm going to use it for sure here. So we don't want to pull that away. We want to leave that alone. Then we'll restore 2 light. And I think I might go for this bot back here. Just attack that. Unless we want to... So that's just a bunch of shielding from this one. Don't have to worry about that too much. Molinet. Could we Molinet a evade die? I think we can. So Molinet the evade die. Do Sharpened Blade. We'll just do Sharpened Blade back here. We want to pull this away. It's a 9 to 9. We have a 4. We don't have the other one that is strong as that, but we do have Trace of Fumes, which we have blunt damage attack up. And then we want to use Restore on Light for sure. So I'm going to just pull away this attack. Not even pull away, that's just our attack. So I'm just going to say clash with that, that's fine. All right, so we do have enough to do... Oh, we still don't have enough to do it. No, we do. Mend Weapon, Transpierce, perfect. So Mend Weapon. I don't want to pull that away, though. Okay, want that. 1, sure, that's fine. It's just Mend Weapon, and then we'll use Transpierce to do a ton of damage. And I'm going to put that against the die we're not going to be able to pull away. And then Eugen, what are you doing? You don't have any 6s, that's fine. Draw 1 page, sure. We'll attack this guy back here. And then we'll just do Overcome Crisis again. I think I'm happy with that. Is it everyone clashing with what they need to clash with? Yes, you're clashing with that, perfect. And then those are just kind of standard stuff. We'll evade those. And then that should clash with the evades and we should be good to go. Yep, clash, good, clash, perfect. Okay, honestly, that one's gonna get staggered, so we don't have to worry about that next round. Perfect. Ooh, didn't get through the defense side, but that's okay. Wow, max damage destroyed that one. Good. That's one gone. One that stagger deflect. Perfect. Good stuff. All right, and then we should have our Transpierce come through pretty quickly. Yep, there's Transpierce. Angel's not staggered yet, but we only have both of these bots are staggered. Angel's now using her stuff. So, do we have any Molinets? We do. Okay, so Molinet, one of these. Do we have a Molinet on you? No, we don't. So, no Molinet pulled on this one, but we do have a 6, so we can use Flashing Strike for you. Good. And then we have, what is this one right here? So, another one. Do we have another Molinet we can use? No, we don't. Well, Wang. What does Wang got? Inflict Smoke. I mean, honestly, yeah, pull that away and deal with that. And then we'll just kind of gain 3 smoke. Sure, we'll get some smoke stacks. Not worry about that. Fleeche. Deal 4 stagger damage. Inflict 1 fragile. Sure, yeah. I don't want to pull this away, though, so we're going to put that back Flashing Strike. Right? No. What did I have Flashing Strike on? I don't think that's where I had that. I think I had Flashing Strike on one of these. That's Molinet. Yeah, so we pulled that away from Wang. Let's do that. Who was the big attack going to get? Was it Fleeche? Yeah, it was Fleeche. Yeah, I was fine with that. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Forceful Gesture. Do we just want to focus on doing a lot of damage and drawing light? Sure, yeah, that sounds good to me. I kind of don't want to pull these away, though. I need to remember to use my lower dice first. I keep getting... I mean, I think Angela's going to die this turn. Like, look at all the status effects on Angela. I'm just going to ignore the bots and just do as much damage as possible. So we're going to do that. And then Pop the Blockade. Let's use Creek. Actually, Pop the Blockade so we have light our next turn, because I think we're honestly going to be fine. Flash Strike on this one, and then we'll pull that away and Molinet on that one. Perfect. All right, cool. Roll a die. So we have max damage. We're honestly probably going to get a stagger here. 7 to stagger. There's the other Molinet, so stagger. Angela's going to get down. Yeah, we're not even going to make it through everyone's attacks here. Yep, Fleeche. Perfect. So we could have saved some of our light, but should be fine. Forceful Gesture. Complete overkill. Complete overkill. Perfect. All right, so scene 7. What do we have? We have Singing Machine. Oh, she's got a cool little guitar. All right. Harmony of Despair. While singing music, while Singing Machine music is playing music, uses a powerful combat page. We need to kill you. How do we kill you? All right. Please work harder at the start of the scene. If one or more allies are alive, gain 4 protection. Okay, so kill the allies. Got it. And recover 10 HP. So we just got to kill the allies. Let's make music. On the scene, I Crave the Melody is activated. Use a page that buffs allies. Speed die slot +1. So these guys, I Crave the Melody, starting with the 3rd scene. Every 4 scenes, inflict 5 bind to itself, gain extra speed die, and use different set of pages. If no one is inside the singing machine by the end of the scene, I Crave that melody was activated. The addicted employee with the lowest HP enters the machine. Okay, so we need to kill the employees, basically. Let's read machine here. Cannot be targeted, does not act, takes no damage. Okay, if the character is inside the machine, I was activated performance for the scene. At the start of the scene, the character inside the machine takes damage equal to 30% of max HP while the music is playing. All characters gain 5 strength. So we just want to kill the employees, basically. So Angela's going to be doing powerful dice. On Clash, lose. Last die, power. Okay. So that just kind of protects Angela. So what are we going to do here? We can use Wang to inflict, or we just do a bunch of damage right off the bat. Do we have... Gain 3 smoking pipe. Okay, so we can do Deep Drag as the last attack because we get our smoke bonus. And then we use Smoking Pipe to pull away one of these attacks. Yeah, do that one. I like that. Honestly, Wang, I'm going to do the setup last because he's taking away a couple things here. This one is the one that we need to deflect. So if we have a Molinet, which we do not, we don't have a 6 either. And of course, Eugen's dice is being attacked. Okay, there's a couple things I need to consider here, so let me go ahead and set up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're kind of letting an attack go through here, but I've kind of set up everyone to spread out damage, just so because you want to take these guys out kind of at the same time, so none of them are alive. So we're going to go and do that. One attack is eating through Eugen, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. It's just an inflict 1 bleed, so I'm perfectly fine with that. So Emma's going to go ahead and do a ton of damage, and then we have Wang going to be doing a lot. I did have someone attack Angela just to deflect the page, so that's the only reason why we did that. But yeah, Wang is doing a ton of smoke stacks, which is great. So like I said, we're gonna go try and do this over a set of rounds and try to get all the employees out of the way. Flash the sun up, bleed, burn. So just some status effects. Deflect that, deflect that. 1 attack, perfectly fine with that. right, so what's next? If the librarian has maximum light at the start of the scene, gain 1 to 2 haste and deal 2 to 7 damage with attacks for that scene. That is incredible. Deal 2 to 7 damage and 2 to 5 stagger damage against enemy with the lowest current HP. Honestly, yeah. I mean, this is Angela we're talking about here, so I want someone who does a lot of damage and who's going to be doing a lot of attacks. So I think I might put that on Kim. Or even Wang, but I think Kim's got a lot of attacks going on, so that's more damage over time. All right, perfect. All right, let's roll the die here. So Angela's doing just standard stuff. I'm not even worried about that, to be honest. Not even a concern for me. Molinet. I mean, granted, we could use Molinet and do some attack damage, but right now Angela has protection. So let's see if we can get these guys out of the way first. And honestly, I might use Molinet as a last resort attack. So we'll have Molinet clash that. Not even clash, though, because we can take these guys out. Oh, let's see how this goes. So Repressed Flesh. We don't even need to use Repressed Flesh, to be honest. We might just for the damage. I might save it for Angela. So we'll use Creek here. And use Puppet Blockade to restore light here. Wang does have a deep drag, so we can pretty much take out one of these guys, no problem. I'm going to say deep drag here. And then we'll gain 2 smoke, restore, and light just because, right? Trace of Fumes, we'll save that for Angela. Yeah, so gain smoke, gain light, and then we'll just gain 3 smoke. Do an attack there. We'll do 3 scripts here. And then we'll do extract fuel. I'm going to go and use it just because we need some light. We don't have another 6, which is unfortunate. We have overcome crisis, so we're just going to use a couple of those throughout. I think, honestly, just do that there. Molinet. I think Molinet is a little overkill, so we'll use Flash of Sun up here. I'll use 1 Molinet on this guy down here just in case he doesn't die. Because honestly, I'm not too worried about them getting attacked. Yeah, that's going to be 1 attack there, but that's fine. Max damage. So 0, that's when one's done. Good. Yeah, you're going to attack a little bit. That's fine. Not too worried about it. That guy's dead. Perfect. And then hopefully we get the last one here. Oh, yeah. Easy enough. Okay, so Angela has 1 attack left. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. So Angela is open. And we can see that there's something that's going to happen. Or at least something that's happening. Why are we singing? Okay, so it is singing, but there's no employee to go in there. So if a character is inside the machine, it's gonna be targeted. No, my characters can't be. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. So let's do Sharpened Blade against Angela. And then I need this to move, if you don't mind. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so Molinet one of these, and then Sharpened Blade one of these. And then we'll just do that one as well. That'll get to draw pages. Do we want to restore some light? Actually, let's draw a sword and restore some light, because we are low on light. Repressed Flesh. What does Wang have? Do we have a deep drag? We do have a deep drag. Honestly, I'm going to go and counter that one. I can't because it's 5. All right, that's fine. We can counter this one here. Do a deep drag. Perfect. Inhale smoke. Do we want to just keep stacking smokes up? Sure. We'll just do damage there. And then we'll just get a smoking puppy, getting some light, getting some smoke. We have a 5 going here. Wang's handling that one. We could use Boundary of Death. Sure, why not? We might as well. And then we'll use a Overcome Crisis to get some light back. Let's go ahead and Creek and then GGG. I like the idea of that. All right, so what are we attacking here? That's fine. I'm honestly okay with that. Mend weapon, sure. Just do damage, right? A new little Sparking Spear. I think this is overkill, to be honest. And I think this is pretty much... Oh, that was a melee attack. Okay, or a range attack. I didn't even realize that. All right, so we missed out on Wang's damage. That's fine, though. Wang's gathering a ton of smoke. We have the Molinets coming through, which is just absolutely massive amount of damage. We have the Sparking, or the Mend, so that's going to do a ton of damage. Didn't get the Boundary of Death. That's okay. Are we going to get through this? Max damage. All right, so the draw. Good, good. All right, there it is. Perfect. All right. Didn't need all that, but it's fine. Overcome Crisis, so we restore some light. Perfect. So next phase. All right, so Funeral of Dead Butterflies. So same stuff, right? Ooh, she has the pistols. Ah, I missed those. Those are such cool weapons in Lobotomy Corp. Hand of Salvation. Targets the enemy with least HP. Yep. Dice gain power depending on the target's HP. Okay. Tranquility. If all characters' speed dice are sealed by this character's page effects, they become staggered. Okay, we need to be careful of that. Aren't these... suppressed when the funeral of dead butterflies is suppressed. Okay, so honestly, do we just focus on Angela here? Because it's the same stuff. Targets the enemy with low, yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Seal a speed die, so we don't want that sealed. So we what, 4 to 8 to attack? Honestly, I'm gonna use that, pull that away there. And I'm gonna save that for last. I don't think... I'm not too worried about the butterflies, but I am gonna use at least Molinet here. And then we're gonna use a draw of a sword on Angela. And then a flash of sun, right? Yes. So reduce the power of the next die by 2. I'll use it there. Because we can actually pull away with flash of sun up, which I'm fine with. And then we'll say repressed flesh is going to be last here. Forceful gesture, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use that here. I think. This one's not doing anything, which I'm fine with. That one's just doing disarm. That one's just doing disarm. And I'm mainly just trying to attack Angela here. We do have a Molinet we can use. Honestly, Molinet here would be great. We don't have a flashing strike to use. We can draw one page, just restore light there, like that. Wang, what do you got? Deep drag? Yep, perfect. Deep drag, and then we'll do smoking pipe. Oscar's got Fliche. And honestly, I might try to repress one of these butterflies. So we do know this one's attacking here. These two are attacking Oscar as well. This one I'm not too worried about. That one I am. But we did say we're going to pull away with Molinet there. Oh, we can't pull away with Molinet unless we do it here. So we're going to say draw sword here, and then Molinet here. And then we're going to use... What's the last one? This one? Inflict 5 disarm. So we can easily do that with probably restore 2 light, which I'm fine with doing right here. Perfect. Okay, I like that setup. And now we just lastly, we do repress flash here. And then honestly, GGG. Just throw everything. Throw everything we possibly can. All right. Let it roll. Let's see what we got. All right, so Molinet gets through. We boost it up. Good. Block that. Block that. Go through. We have our counter die just in case. I don't think it's going to be used, but it's fine. Angela's not going to get to a point where we can stagger her, but we are doing a ton of oh, I thought that was the butterflies for some reason. It was where people were reversed. Okay, good. Good stuff. Endure damage, that's fine. Butterflies honestly didn't do as much damage to them as I thought we would, but that's okay. Overcome crisis. So not an awesome round, but that's all right. So what do we got? Recharge. If Librarian has a maximum light at the start of the scene. Yep, we know that one. Blunt dice gain 1 to 3. Speed is fixed at 1 though. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that one. Offensive dying gain power against enemies with slower speed. +1 power point difference. I'm gonna put that on Eugen. And honestly, Eugen may be to a point where they have too much HP, to be honest. Okay, well, that didn't work out in my favor, did it? I mean, granted, there's a bunch of ones here, so we could technically use Boundary... No, Boundary of Death wouldn't be... I mean, yeah, sure. Because if we break it, then that would be good. And then we can overcome Crisis. What are these butterflies doing? One died, which is awesome. We don't have any Molinet. We could honestly boost for this, what is it called? Flash of Sun up. So I'm gonna boost that, use it there, and then use a Flash of Sun up on another butterfly. That's fine. We'll kind of deal with the butterflies that way. And we have a 5 to 9. We don't want to seal anything. Forceful Gesture is going to be very helpful here. Granted, if not... Actually, not really. Freak is probably more useful here. And then we need Puppet Blockade. Okay, we'll use Puppet Blockade again, just restore the light. Cliche, yeah, that'll be useful here. We do have a Mend Weapon as well, so we can use Mend Weapon here. And then we do have a 6 going there, that's fine. We'll use Cliche on this one. And then you're just doing what? That? If single didn't draw 3 pages, sure, we need some pages there, so we'll use that. 4 to 8. Yeah, you know what? I'll use Trace of Fumes here, and then we'll use Smoking Pipe here, and then Inhale Smoke. We'll revert this one, take this back, and do that there. So who's taking this attack? That should be Fliche, right? Yeah, that's clashing with Fliche. All right, perfect. All right, let it roll. Fliche gets through it, perfect. So we get that damage off. Good, stagger. Ooh, and we got a stagger. All right, so it's basically game over right now. And we have one thing left after this. Oh boy. Man, these fights are gauntlets, I tell you. But we did pretty good. Hopefully we restored enough light with this. I probably went overkill with this, but it's fine. Yep. Angela has so many status effects. Holy cow. It's crazy how many status effects we put on her. That butterfly's gonna die. Yep, Boundary of Death. We didn't land the Boundary of Death, but hey, it still works. Okay. So who's the abnormality? Oh, it's what we call Defry. What's up, Defry? How are you doing? I like the hairstyle. All right. What is going on here? Corrosion, 7 bullets. Stagger resist does not fall below 1. If Angela's stagger resist reaches 1, lose 50 HP and recover all stagger. Okay. All right, so it's basically just do a bunch of stagger damage. Noted. 5 to 9, 5 to 9, 5 to 9. Same. I need this to go away, please. So prioritizes Librarian at the center. Oh. Okay, that's kind of bad because we don't have... Can we clash with this? We do have Transpierce, so we can clash with that. We at least get that one, and we can pull these away. So, we do have a Deep Drag. We use Deep Drag here. And then we'll gain... Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, we'll have to use... Oh, we can't pull that one away. We can't pull this one away, though, so... I want this one... No, we can't make that work, unfortunately. Actually, I think I can, so Deep Drag that. And then Smoking Pipe... Or Inhale Smoke? Gain more smoke? Yeah, gain more smoke before that. Can we pull away a 5? No, we can't, so we have to deflect this one as well. There's Extract Fuel, but we have no light. Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't have anyone else that can pull away a 5. Molinet is not gonna be helpful, but I mean, honestly, it's just damage, so let's just use Molinet. Yeah, we're gonna have to use everything. We'll use Draw the Sword to restore some light. I wish I could use Puppet Blockade here, but I can't. And then we'll just use everything. Puppet Blockade, restore light. Overcome Crisis, Flashing Strike. No Flashing Strikes available to us. We could not repose, so Overcome Crisis to restore light. Overcome Crisis to restore light. And honestly, let's actually not do this, do Molinet. And I mean, I guess I can try to clash this with Weight Up. No, I can't even do that. Throw that away, and I mean, that's all we got, unfortunately. That one's probably gonna get through, but nothing I can do about that. So we blocked that one at least, that's good. Oh, no way. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so 50 damage should go off here in a second. Yep, perfect. Oh, wait, is it only... Oh, wow. So it's not in the middle of combat. That's unfortunate. I thought it would be kind of in the middle of combat. So we're honestly kind of wasting attack. I mean, not wasting, but we're barely doing damage. So you kind of actually do want to wait on that. Interesting. So you don't want to go full... Oh, whoa. All right, hang on. Mass Summation. Okay, we can deal with the Mass Summation. That's not bad. So what is it? 10 to 12? We have 12 here, so we'll do that. And then Puppet Blockade, restore light. Can we Puppet Blockade this? Is that what I'm gonna do? So no. Yeah, GGG this. Puppet Blockade. Deals 10 stagger damage. Okay, we gotta be careful with this. This is the Mass Summation, so we use Molinet on this one. Draw the sword. And then, yeah, nothing there. We'll use Deep Drag on this, and then we'll use Smoking Pipe on this, and then can we pull away something here? Deep Drag? No. Honestly, we kind of need to use Deep Drag. Right? Okay, hang on, make sure we use the right one. So Deep Drag, this, and then Smoke, okay. Oh, and you're attacking this one, okay. But we have a 6 here, so that's good. We can actually get through this attack, one of these. So pull that away. Good, I like that. Boundary of Death. Yeah, I think we should try to pull a... Actually, no, that's overkill. What we need to do is only focus on attacks. And of course, there's summations on the one die that I can't... Of course. All right, that's fine. What does that do? Inflicts 3 paralysis? Of course. So what I need to do is only focus on the attacks that are coming through. So we have the Mass Summation. We have the light there. Is there anything else I can do? I would like to ideally block one of these if possible. Take this from someone. So you're trying to block with a 3 to 6. Honestly, you probably could. And then this one is going to Eugen. No, that one's going there. This one's going to Eugen. So we want to save everyone's light. So we want to use things that are light generators. Take, actually, maybe Flash the Sun would be better here. No, draw the sword to gain light. Can we pull that away where someone will have better luck? That's the summation. Does Eugen have... I mean, we technically repost would be pretty decent. So yeah, we'll repost that. And then we use an Overcome Crisis to get more light. Yeah, I think that's good, and we'll put it there. Because we don't want to use everything. We want to just get to the point where the stagger gauge is down. So we'll summation that. You took paralysis, that's okay. I honestly want to get your health down a little bit more anyway. Okay, good. So we're at 36, 24, 16, 7, just a little bit more. Okay, so yep, we're good there. Had a little extra attacks here and there, but that's fine. We just want to save and get light when we can. And we're still doing damage, so it's not like it's a bad thing. So 438, all right, easy enough. All right, so I think I got the mechanic of this down. Pretty easy enough. We have that they can mass some individual, it targets 3 random minute librarians, afflict 1 feeble. So easy enough. So I'm gonna try to get down to where Angela's low, kind of get the flow of this one, and then hopefully we'll do all right. Okay, so I think we're at the last stretch of this fight. Angela is still just doing kind of mass attacks at the moment. But I do have the abnormality page with Funeral Dead Butterflies that seals speed pages. So the only bad thing right now that we're kind of dealing with is the fact that we're kind of out of light. I think people are fine. Like I think this is going to be a fine summation right here, but we're trying to restore light as quickly as we can. So as many draw of the swords as I possibly have. But in all, I think we're at this point, we're okay. We can probably just do a bunch of damage at this point and just kind of call it a day. But I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little too greedy there. But we want to make sure that we don't get too crazy. Fleche should do just fine, I think. Maybe. Sparking Spear, sure, do that one. Anything? Nope, we can't restore light there. We do have Flash. Ooh, but let's see. If speed die is 6 or higher, we can't use that. But honestly, I might use it anyway, and then just use another one. Flashing Strike, perfect. And then we just need to use, I don't know, something that could be useful here. We'll use Deep Drag, sure. I'm trying not to use everyone's stuff during each round. I'm just enough to protect everyone. So, unfortunately, I think a lot of people are about to get hit here. Well, actually, no, not too bad. We did pretty good. Okay, except we didn't have enough dice on some pages, but that's fine. But yeah, you can see we're getting really, really close here. Like 120, we're at 127. We're about to do another 50. And I think we're gonna do enough damage to get Angela down to where one more round we're pretty much set. I can't exactly see where we're at on the damage just because of the giant blue circle that's in the way, but I think we're sub 100. Oh yeah, for sure sub 100. Yeah, we pretty much got this one in the bag. We're at 65, so next round it's definitely over. All right, so let's go ahead and get this set up. See what? Oh, what is going? Oh no, you are out of. You are. Wait, what is this? What's happening? Hang on, what's going on? Interesting. I think it's just because we lost Angela's speed eye because of the passive, so I'm just gonna just go for it. Yeah, sure. Do that, and then do we have a draw of the sword? Sure, yeah, but buff draw of the sword. Why not? Repress flash, sure, just as much damage as possible, and we use repress flash. There we go. Good. Wait up to restore some light just in case for some reason this goes on for another round. We use extract fuel because we're completely out. We have 2 6s, and of course I don't have the 1 page to use that. Sure, let's use Boundary of Death to see what happens. Riposte. I'm kind of probably getting a little greedy here, but that's fine. Smoke, good. Inhale smoke. Yep, that's fine with me. Do we have anything else? We have anything else? Draw the sword, that's fine. All right, cool. Roll the die. Let's see if we can get this. I think that's gonna be enough damage. Oh, that was just a fatal attack. All right, cool. And silence guest, defeat a guest suffering from burn, bleed, feeble, disarm, fragile. Wow, we basically had everything on Angela and killed her. Ooh, what a fight. All right, another realization down. Let's go ahead and see what the story's got for us. And there's another achievement. Ooh. Sends chills, a chill down my spine. This isn't good. I can't do this every time. This is not good.
정신이 좀 드십니까?
Have you come to your senses now?
오히려 선명해서 짜증나네.
Yes, I have. It's actually irritating to be this sober, rather.
술에 잔뜩 취해서 진상 부렸던 일들이 다 기억나는 아침만큼
Nothing more
짜증나는
annoying
게
than all the
없지.
memories of drinking and doing nasty stuff coming back to you in the morning.
엔젤라도 마음껏 쏟아내는 것이
I'm sure Angela needed a moment to vent out her feelings. That is quite the vent out.
쉽게 말하지 말아줄래?
Don't talk like you know everything, will you?
넌너
You may have
자신을
encased
강박적으로
yourself in
가뒀다면
compulsion of your own
난
choice,
하고
but I
싶어도
couldn't even
내 마음 따라
act
행동할 수
according to my own
없는
will.
놈이었어.
마음 상하게 하려는 말은
I didn't
아니었습니다.
intend to offend you.
그래도 엔젤라,
Going back to my point,
이제는 선택할 수
you
있습니다.
can make your own choices now. Can you not, Angela?
그리고 저희 대신 당신이 대가를 치러준 만큼
And we'd like to help you as much as you helped us by paying all the price in our stead.
선택?
Choice?
지금도 나에게 선택
I
같은
don't even have a
것은
choice
없어.
even now.
내가 해야 하는 목표는 명확하지. 하고 싶어서 하는 게 아니야.
Okay, the goal I'm compelled to reach is clear and apparent. I'm not doing this because I want
그래야만
to.
하니까 하는 거지.
This is simply what I must do.
반드시 도서관을 완성하고
Okay.
나를 완전하게 만들어줄
The
단
one book to
하나의
complete
책을
me in the
찾아내는
library because I'm
것뿐이야.
obligated to.
그래야만 하는 것은 애초에 없습니다.
I was gonna say she can choose whatever she wants to do now. To be fair.
언제나 모든 것이 변화하는 세상에 살고 있으니까요.
Yep, everything changes constantly.
정해졌다고 반드시 따르는 것이 이성적이고 현명한 것이 아닐 테죠.
Yep, okay. Not wise to blindly follow a goal determined by the
세상이
past.
변화하는 만큼 우리는 늘 분별할 수 있어야 합니다.
We must just maintain discretion all times.
그래. 다 맞는 말이고.
Yeah, whatever you
그럴싸한
Oh, wow,
말이지.
she actually agreed that what Yasada is saying is sensible.
넌 자기가 무슨 말을 하는지 제대로 알고 있나 궁금하네.
Okay, so wondering if Yasada even understands his words.
그래도 예소드랑 다른 사서들 모두 힘내서
I was gonna say, let's not go round two. Everyone, let's cool off a little bit.
고맙다는 말을 듣고 싶은 거라면 해줄게. 고마워. 다들.
Wow, she actually she actually said thank you.
엔젤라도 분명 바뀌고 있습니다.
Angela's changing.
당신의 영향도 있겠죠.
You're playing a role in that as well.
그런가? 말은 많아졌는데
You just seem more talkative
전보다
than before.
성격이 안 좋아진 것 같아.
But I'm not sure I like the way her personality is shaping out.
롤랑, 당신은 어떤가요?
Are you
변하고
experiencing any
있나요?
changes, Roland?
나? 나는 이제 와서
Bit tad too late for that. Okay. Alright, so there's the floor of technological sciences completely realized level 6. Awesome. So we have requests. Just as the devil said, the bullets will puncture anything you please forever. When there is no requested target present, the first enemy the selected librarian hits is marked as 1. Deal 3 to 5 damage against the requested target. Then the selected librarian defeats the requested target, fully recovers stagger resist, and resolve twice as many books. Oh, that can be good. Alright, I like that. The 7th bullet. The devil proposed a childish contract. The last bullet would puncture the head of his beloved. The moment he heard that, he sought and shot all the people he loved. Okay. Deal 1 to 7 stagger damage or damage with an offensive die. When the offensive die draws or loses in a clash, deal damage equal to the dice value to the opponent. Every 7th melee or range page target random characters, including allies. And then finally, Dark Flame. Are these... No, these are just regular abnormality pages, so we haven't seen, what our, abnormality combat pages are. Dark Flame. On the day Marksman realizes the devil no longer followed him, he pondered why, then realized he has a soul had already fallen hell from the beginning. For the duration of the reception, it endure infective resistances of all characters changed to weak and fatal. Gain 1 to 2 haste and 2 to 4 strength each scene. Of all characters. Okay, so that's like a double-edged sword. Got it. Okay, here we go. We have Regret. What is that? Yeah, okay, so this is all of them. So deal stagger damage equal to 10% of the target's current stagger resist. Deal stagger damage equal... Okay, so yeah, same stuff over across the board, just gets stronger. And then deal stagger damage equal to 50% of the target's current stagger resist. Wow, okay, so that's incredibly good for staggering. So we have the MK52, the little helper. So a bunch of bleed, okay? And then Harmony. Upon each successful hit, a random ally takes 3 stagger damage and gains 1 strength next scene. Upon defeating an enemy, all allies gain 2 strength. Okay. Recycle this die until it rolls a minimum value, up to 2 times. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about the page. Each die on this page is rolled 8 times. Deal either 3 damage or 3 stagger damage to the target. That could be interesting, especially the stagger damage, but it's once again RNG, so I don't know how I feel about it. And then finally, on use, synchronize with Defry for the next 3 scenes, 4 to 8. Replace a combat page with unique ones. Ooh. Deck and return normal ones status is disabled. Cannot be used on their synchronized ego or ego manifestation. Does that change the way the librarian looks? If so, that's really, really cool. I like that. All right, anyway. Guys, that's going to cut it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We got another utilization down. It looks like Hot is next. So we might try to do that in the next one. If you guys have any suggestions, feedback, tips, tricks, anything that may help me out, please let me know. Otherwise, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.